outside the debate the other night out in Long Island, New York, Jill Stein, the Green Party presidential nominee who was on this program several weeks ago, I guess. Can't remember exactly the date because time has I'm incapable of telling time anymore. Jill Stein was on this program. She was out in outside of the perimeter of the Hofstra debate, protesting the fact that she's not allowed to participate. Now, the debate commission, which of course is really just representatives from the two parties, determined that you cannot participate in a debate unless you have 15% support measured in some of the major national polls. Now, of course, these major national polls don't pose the question, do you support anybody but the two major candidates? So essentially, the commission has the whole thing rigged so that it will only be the Republican and Democratic nominees. Jill Stein and her vice presidential nominee, Sherry Hunkala, I don't know if Hunkala, am I saying that correctly, were basically protesting. They were sitting, as far as I could tell, in the middle of a street from the video. But of course, it's not a street that's open to traffic. And ostensibly, they were arrested as part of a bigger protest. But it turns out from all reports that there were virtually no other protesters arrested. She was on Amy Goodman's program, Democracy Now!, I guess this was yesterday, where she said, we were held at a facility, this is after they were arrested, especially created for detaining protesters at the debates. It appeared to be a warehouse which had been specifically especially equipped. It was obviously, they were prepared to handle a lot of people. They had 13 officers there and 3 plainclothesmen. For most of the time, it was just Sherry Hunkala and myself, yet they felt the need to keep us in tight plastic restraints tightly secured to metal chairs. There's been reports that they were held there for hours. Just one more example of the infringement upon our First Amendment rights. Now, I suppose there's an argument as to why you need some type of cutoff for people running for president. Because there's a lot of people running for president. But certainly the Green Party candidate is at least a nationally known candidate. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the mechanism is here, but there's a wide gulf between you can't go into the debate and sit on the stage and debate, and we're going to lock you up for 8 hours for sitting in the middle of a road, which is not even open to traffic anyways. So just one more example. I mean, I've been to these conventions. I think I've been outside protesting at least some of these conventions. And more often than not, people are, I should say the political conventions, not any outside the debates. But more often than not, there's a chained off area where protesters go. In this instance, I'm not even sure they had that, but they had no problem cuffing this presidential candidate, which is just bizarre.